Welcome back to the Romanian Reaver channel and my playthrough of Age of Empires 2 HD Edition Dracula campaign. Now, I'm getting my ass kicked a wee bit too significantly, so let me see. He seems to be sending a lot of pikemen and the like, so I'm gonna go with pikes. I'm gonna use the paladins I'm going to get. I'm also gonna get some of these. Some more of these, pardon. This is far from optimal. How much more does this thing have? You too. Good. Halbardier. Don't even know how it's pronounced in English properly. In Romanian it's like something like halbardier. Okay. We got 2 trebuchets from here. Let's also make a small force here. But siege towers, really? I don't know what that would be useful for. So it should be an adequate force to take care of what I'm getting hit by mostly. Also should do some of these as well. Which reminds me, that's hostile or friendly? Friendlies. Quite nice indeed. I really dislike people sitting still. So let's take care of that. Quite a significant force. My question would be, is there anything here? Hungarians. Maybe I'll get some bloody monks for once. Because once I get those, yeah, I have a pretty self-sufficient army. Uh-huh. So this is my ally, more or less. Okay, build, I believe E. Huh? No, A, H? Nope. Q, huh? Should be sufficient for our necessities. Good. A nice solid force. You little yeah, they're gonna get it. These we need. Once I have these, I can start moving out and hitting whatever it is around here that's worth hitting. I believe down there would be a nice target. Magyars on the warpath. No, yeah, actually that should be good. Let's pay them back in kind. Never mess with the trebuchets. Okay, you guys hang around there. It's quick archer forward. Bring up the heavy artillery, so to say. Yeah, killing innocent peasants, so to say, is not that noble, but like I give a shit. Crack that gate. God, this area is fucked in terms of topography. But what you gonna do? Actually, quickly checking audio levels, cause yeah, I forgot to put it in the corner again. Should be adequate. Revenge for the Romanian blood spent on power struggles. Eat shit and die, bitch. Nicely done, my braves. Here come the Hungarians. Vladislav, baby, don't hurt me no more. That's an allied paladin. Can't really help that guy. Time for bloody revenge, babe. And I'm just now realizing I'm burning the ground Turgoviste, but shit happens. Hey Vladislav. I heard you need an assassination, so let me help. And look at that bastard nick them. Any last words, Vlad? Goodbye. Soldier, the usurper Vladislav II is dead. Long live Vlad Dracula. Borat approved, yes. Let's take a look what shit he had. Ooh, this guy had a decent amount of stuff. Should have burned around the Ottomans' holdings. Did I miss anything though? That I did not miss. This didn't trigger from my side. Quite good indeed. The emaciated old man gave a thin smile. One's tenacity of mind can compensate for other disadvantages, he remarked in a pensive voice. It was a glorious victory. Dracula slaughtered untold numbers of enemy troops and the Neshti clansmen. The large circle of impaled men that soon formed outside Târgoviște awed merchants and travelers for weeks to come, and Dracula's army feasted for an entire week to celebrate the victory. Wallachia was back in the hands of the Draculeshti clan, but it was not the Wallachia his father ruled. The land was barren from endless wars, and when Dracula entered Târgoviște, he saw a city rife with corruption, crime, and poverty. The old man growled. It was a great triumph, I remarked, but it seems there was much work to do. How did he so quickly turn a ruined shell of a country into a force to be reckoned with? The ancient man grinned, and the light flashed across his eyes again as he seemed to remember a fond memory of past days. Dracula despised dishonesty and crime, and he wanted to eliminate it not just for personal reasons, but because he knew that Wallachia must remain strong in the face of its enemies, to stand up to the might of the Turks, and so his reform. And soon in terms of time period. And so his reforms began. Yeah, usually the reforms included the pike in the axe if you didn't do as told. You cock. Such a strong military. I had much better technology though. Breath of the Dragon. The punishment for all crime and dishonesty was death, impalement to be specific, for Dracula needed to make an example of criminals just as he did with Vladislav II and the Daneshti clan. Under Dracula's rule, trade was reopened, the economy flourished, and Wallachia was utterly void of crime. And that's because people were scared shitless. Dracula was proud of his achievement and placed a golden cup in the central square of Târgoviște. The cup was never once touched throughout his reign. However, Dracula was angered by vacancy and begging, so he had all of the poor and sick boarded up in a hall and then had the building set on fire. I was shocked. The fear of the stake was enough to prevent crime, I'm sure. But how was Dracula able to strengthen the economy and evade the plots of the boyars at the same time? Boyars being the nobility of the Romanian area, basically. There were also other areas, but you know, in Romanian the term's actually boieri, not boyars. But the English seem to have borrowed the more Slavic version of it. Smiling the whole time, his host continued. Dracula's restructuring was almost complete, but he was still faced with the problem of the boyars. Dracula invited them all to a feast and asked them how many voivodes they had seen in their lifetime. None had seen fewer than 7 reigns, while some had even seen 30. Furious Dracula arrested all of the boyars and marched them here to the former ruin of Poenari Castle. For months they labored, rebuilding the castle and turning after their clothes fell off. Finally, the Poenari Castle was rebuilt, and Dracula celebrated by impaling all the boyars who survived the ordeal. Finally, Dracula had eradicated the fickle, conniving boyars, and he was eager to put his own aristocracy in place. Nice and common peasants alike were made lords and given lands based on their loyalty to Dracula. Oh boy, this does not sound too noble, so to say. Between their inherent loyalty to Dracula and the fear of the stake, none ever dared rebel. Strong again, the dragon was ready to breathe a flame that would engulf his enemies, the Turks. Hearing wind of the movements of a Turkish army, he led his grand army out to meet them in combat. The first glorious battle would be fought at the mountain pass northeast of the fortress of Giurgiu. Okay. This sounds like a battle map. Do we actually have to do anything? Main objectives? No clue. Men, brothers, fellow countrymen. Soon a huge Turkish army will come flooding through this mountain pass. We must create an ambush to surprise them. Okay, we can hide in those bushes, the enemy, okay? And from here we can attack them from the rear. If it's all okay, take your positions, man. If it's all okay with Dracula, I'm just gonna go with bush combat. It's not too impressive a host if I were to say my lord, but please don't skewer me. I do not like being shish kebab. Da. I'm gonna guess Dracula has to live, right? Yeah. It's the final countdown. New. Oh shit, my. Here they go. Oh, fucking hell, that's a pretty decent force. Okay, we need to restart that. That was impressive. I managed to fuck it up in the first couple of minutes too. Okay, skip. Nordic swordsman, huh? Take them from the rear this time around. Group 1, Group 2, Group 3. Okay, let's see if anything changes this time around. And actually, as Slavs, we don't really have much. Not much at all. Still, quite nice. Come on, EG, we're gonna go with 1. Man, the AI is stupid in this game. Attack. Today we took an arm of the Ottoman Empire. Now let's move on to the rest of its body. Sir, I scoured the Georgian fortress, but it's too fortified. How are you going to be able to take it? Spikes. Maybe you can capture the fortress without a fight once we get there. How is your Turkish? Oh, you evil bastard. So you just impaled people. You gotta love the scripting though. Let's save and hope to God he can talk his way in. That was weird. In any case, that said, it's 31 minutes, so I'm going to have to leave it off here now, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching, or more precisely surviving up until this point, because gods know the editing's kinda interesting and my voice has a melodic tone to it. If you like what you saw, feel free to hit the subscribe button, like button. It does help out the statistics of the channel, gets more visible, you know, stuff like that. And to be honest, at one point I would like to actually make this a job so I can do better content with better quality, more games, more coverage, you know, stuff like that. Take care.